Let's try this out. It looks beautiful. Welcome to the second channel. Twice the fun, half the effort. Today, we're talking about vegan food. Just kidding. Vegan food's cool. Vegan food gets a bad rep because vegan people, some of them can be a little extreme, but to be honest, meat eaters can be pretty loud and obnoxious too. I mean, how many times have you seen someone post a picture of a salad and they're like, eating vegan today, and then all the comments are like, I ate a freaking cow and it died. I shot a deer. Meat eaters, you know we do that too. So today I'm extending a vegan olive branch to my vegan friends. Today I'm going to try tasting several vegan foods and tell you, are they great or are they gross? So, without further ado, let's bring on the vegan food.
First up, a bold concoction of vegan chicken and vegan sausage.
There's balls and there's rods.
Made from soybean protein and wheat in a homemade tomato sauce.
Chicken ball. That's pretty good. That has like a layered meaty texture to it. They have gotten real close to a meat texture on this one. That's juicy. Wow. That was a ball. What about the rod? What about the sausage? Not so much. I don't know what it is, but whatever like weird puree they make that sausage out of, it just doesn't have any bite to it. It's like just a soggy log. The chicken balls, layered, juicy. It has a nice bite to it. The sausage, just something missing there. Chicken balls, you get a thumbs up even though you don't contain any real chicken testicles. Vegan sausage, sorry, thumbs down.
Next is a non-dairy, cashew-filled alternative to your favorite artisanal cheese.
This is fantastic.
Fermented and aged for 3 weeks with black pepper.
It smells aged. Cheese is addictive. It's so addictive that people have a chemical reaction in their brain when they eat it. It's similar to doing cocaine. I mean, not like, I wouldn't know about that though. But here, can they still satisfy that same cheese craving? Sorry, this one's stuffed, this one's open. It does smell slightly cheesy. Let's try it out. It's creamy, peppery. There's a hint of sourness to it too. Pretty well done. It's very rich. I haven't tried that many vegan foods, and when I have, it's mainly just been to make fun of them. But this, it's pretty satisfying. It's similar to like a brie. This is something you could put on crackers, you could put it on a bagel. Good stuff.
Breakfast is served, and it's vegan coconut milk yogurt with granola and fresh fruit.
How are you gonna make yogurt without milk? What if you just got a cow and you're really nice to it and you didn't kill it? You just milked it sometimes and you milked it in a really nice way. You like cleaned its udder, you doused it with Vaseline. If I was a vegan, I would be the type of vegan who bought my own cow and was very nice to it. And they go, oh my God, you drink milk, but you're vegan. I go, oh no, see, look, it's playing Nintendo. Let's try this out. It looks beautiful. The granola is fantastic. Granola is already vegan. The fruit is fantastic, also already vegan. Let's dig down to this part that we're calling yogurt. So this yogurt is made out of coconut milk. I love coconut milk. That's honestly pretty satisfying. I'm impressed. It's missing a little bit of the tanginess that you would get from yogurt because of the bacteria. If you just gave this to me and I was super hungry after running a marathon, I mean, a 5K, a 1K fun run, for sure, I don't think I'd notice. That's good. I wasn't expecting it. Vegans, you gotta stop making hamburgers. But this stuff, this is good. Vegan food number 5. This is a banh bao. Usually, at least in Vietnam, they're filled with quail eggs, they're filled with pork sausage.
This is the vegan take on a steamed bun, a soft, sweet bun with spiced up mushrooms in the center.
It's a little bit dry, overall satisfying. To me, this tastes like a Korean japchae. I think they have woodier mushroom in here. I think they have carrots in here. The bread is perfect, like you would expect from a steamed bun. Light, airy, steamy, soft. I guess where the insides lack a little bit is like some animal fat pouring out. That is the hardest part of recreating a meat. So no, it doesn't really compare to meat, but overall, thumbs up. Food number 6, baby back ribs.
Soybean protein is added again.
It looks terrible.
This time flavored with Chinese 5-spice and disguised in the form of vegan ribs.
I'm ready for a waterfall of disappointment to wash over me. It looks like a wet sponge that was used to clean up an old au jus pan. So let's try it out. Give it a little bit of a cut. It's really like a sponge. When I stick my fork into it, it's like... Got that? But hey, looks don't mean everything. Obviously, I'm very attractive, but it turns out, personality. This is very unattractive, but it might taste great. Nope, weird meat substitute texture. It's spongy. It's really soaked up all this sauce, and the sauce tastes like root beer. That's not that great. Listen, vegan friends, let's talk about the world of setting expectations. If you called it dank vegan sponge rectangle, that's a good rectangle. You called it baby back ribs. You're trying to battle against one of the best foods, and you bring this? Don't call it that. Just call it food slab. For a food slab, it still gets a thumbs down. I'm done with this one.
This next item makes me wonder if I could be a real vegan.
Visually, very appealing.
A vegan cashew nut coconut brownie.
God, what would they make this out of? I'm guessing tons of sugar, coconut oil, maybe some nuts, stuff like that. Desserts ordinarily really need dairy, but let's see. It's very rich, sweet, buttery, oily, a ton of coconut flavor, and a ton of chocolate. That's pretty good. I really like it. It's sweet, it's delicious, and you don't feel like anything is missing. That's the most important thing. The tough thing with vegan food is people think that eating vegan is a weight loss diet. Guess what? It ain't. Any diet where you eat too many calories is gonna make you gain weight. And something like this has a crap load of calories. It is so rich and roided up on coconut oil and sugar. So even though it's vegan, doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy. But does it taste good? Absolutely. Thumbs up.
Next up, kombucha. This is a vinegary and naturally effervescent tea that's been fermented for a whole 30 days.
There you go. Kombucha's become very trendy lately. It is, it's a tea. All right, let's try it out. You know what I like about fermented things is they can get you drunk sometimes. Ooh, look at that nice color. It's fizzy. It is a liquid. I'm gonna put it in my mouth. Some kind of weird sweetened drink that has bubbles in it. I like it, and it seems like it would go well with a lot of different types of food because it kind of cleanses the palate, but it doesn't really have a strong flavor. I know some of them get you drunk, and those ones are my favorite. Hey, I say, if you drink it and it gets you drunk, you get a thumbs up from me, even if you're vegan. Most alcohol is vegan. Jack Daniels, vegan. I'm basically a vegan.
Here we have tofu, skewered and slathered in a gourmet truffle sauce, accompanied by its closest vegetable friends, cherry tomatoes, eggplant, and okra.
For a second I thought I could smell, and then I thought I had corona, and then I was like, oh wait, no, I tasted those ribs. I've eaten a lot of tofu. In Asia, they know how to prepare tofu. But does this person? Let's find out. Listen, they did their best. That's all that matters. Tofu is good, and you have to prepare it in a way that makes it good. And that is kind of the part they missed here. These cubes look good, but they're too fat. So the outside is a little bit crispy, and it has some kind of bite to it, and then the inside is just all silky, which is fine, but it just has no flavor. There's a little bit of truffle, just from some dripped on truffle oil, I guess. And then at the end, you're like, what is that, like Szechuan pepper or something? It's like burning my throat. It's confused, it's confusing. I like tofu, but I don't like this tofu. Big thumbs down. Vegan food number 10, right here we have a local Vietnamese treat.
They reinvented bun cat, a traditional Vietnamese mini savory pancake, and they made it 100% vegan with spicy mushrooms on top.
This is really one of my favorite foods in Vietnam. Ordinarily, they would put on a shrimp or they'd put on a little bit of a squid. Instead of putting interesting, fun seafood on here, they put a bean, a piece of carrot. The most interesting part to me is you're supposed to dip this in fish sauce. Turns out fish sauce is made out of fish, and they're alive, and they have feelings, as we learned from Seaspiracy. But this is a vegan fish sauce? It still smells pretty fish saucy. Hey, let's give it a little bit of a dip. The sauce is really interesting. They got everything but like the umami flavor from the fish sauce. It's got chilies, it's sweet, it's not quite fish sauce, and that's really what makes the dish. The bun cut itself is supposed to be super crispy, but here it's pretty soggy. Probably not their fault. When we get this last night? I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but listen, I'm gonna review the food as it is now. I bet if you got this fresh and it was crispy, it'd be pretty good. Right now, it's pretty soggy. I'm not feeling beans. Beans doesn't go really with this awesome crunchy texture that it should have. I give this dish a regretful thumbs down. Sorry guys, it's my fault. It's not you, it's me. Vegan food number 11, a falafel wrap.
Fava beans and chickpeas are the main culprits for this next dish. Falafel, wrapped in a thin bread with vegetables, hummus, and a spicy sauce.
It is not my favorite Middle Eastern food because they make a batter, they put it in a disc like this, and they fry the heck out of it. And the flavor to me is not that dynamic or interesting. Let's try it out. It's just kind of dry. Let's bring that kombucha back. On one hand, I'm eating a food that I don't like very much. On the other hand, I'm getting a crap load of calories while I do it. I don't mind gaining weight on ice cream. It's something I'll eat once in a while if it's fresh and steamy and hot, but otherwise, I'm sorry guys, falafel. It is like a cultural food, a vegan food, but I'm not a big fan. Thumbs down. Number 12.
Think mozzarella cheese, but make it dairy-free, lactose-free, 100% plant-based, and biggity boom, this is cashew mozzarella cheese.
Vegan mozzarella. Now, again, there might be a problem here with expectations. Now I'm gonna be thinking of mozzarella while I eat this, and I don't know if that's gonna be satisfying. Get a little scoop of it. It's kind of more like a paste than a cheese, but let's try it out. Interesting, creamy texture. It doesn't really have the body that a mozzarella has, but it does have mozzarella essence. It's rubbed shoulders with mozzarella before. It's not Backstreet Boys, but it's Nick Carter. Do you know Nick Carter? Anybody? don't put mozzarella on there. I'm comparing it against mozzarella. If you just called it nut sludge, which is what it is, then you go, oh, it's a pretty good nut sludge. Oh, it tastes vaguely like mozzarella. Also, not a health food. This is probably, I don't know, 1,000 calories. I mean, it is rich. I've always wondered about these nut cheeses for so long. It's my first time trying one. I would say overall, I think it's fun. I think it's satisfying. Stop calling it cheese. I like it. Thumbs up. Good work, guys. Vegan food number 13. I want to die because I'm getting full.
Fish are friends, not food, right? But here, they've attempted to make vegan fish tacos.
How do you make a fish taco without any fish? I think they have some kind of a fried paste that might taste fishy. The tortilla smells really delicious. There's nothing to do but just kind of give it a try and take a bite. Let's go. I think the tortilla is a good quality tortilla. It tastes good, it tastes fresh, the vegetables are good. The meat is doing its best. It's trying to be fish, can't quite pull it off. I just had the most evil idea. I'm gonna open a vegan place with like fish tacos, but I'm just gonna use fish. And they're gonna be like, holy shit, how do you do this? And I'll be like, yeah, I don't know. I just have a recipe from my grandpa. Let's try just this supposed fish part. I don't know what that is. There's nothing fishy about it. It's a fried something or like a pasty something. They did their best. Fish tacos get a riveting thumbs down. Not into it. Right here we have food number 15. The holiest of all foods, the pizza.
This vegan pizza contains no cheese, butter, meat, or flavor. Instead, it's topped with fresh herbs and cashew nut mozzarella.
They f***ed up. What's going on here? Is it pizza? Sure. I'm still gonna give it a shot, but I have never seen a pizza I've wanted to eat less than this one right here. It is covered with a salad. First of all, go f*** yourself. Second of all, most of the pizza doesn't have anything on it. Once you remove all these just random herbs and it exposes that most of the pizza is empty. You can't do tomato sauce? It's vegan. There's some yellow crap on here. What is that, turmeric? And then they put, I don't know, it looks like a steamed spinach or something. And then a little dollop of that fake mozzarella. Almonds. Everyone likes to order pepperoni and almonds. You can f with a lot of things, but you don't f with pizza. Try it out. This pizza sucks. It's not a pizza. Look, listen, just because you have a pizza crust doesn't mean that you can just start putting garbage on there and calling it a pizza. This like nut butter stuff, it tastes like a bad cottage cheese. It's not even as good as that fake mozzarella I had. Too many vegetables, too weird of vegetables. This is like if somebody has never actually seen a pizza. They'd only seen Google images of a pizza and then they try to recreate it and they're blind. And they got in a bad car accident when they were a kid. It's not good, but how do you make a good vegan pizza? The no toppings thing is fine, but if you could figure out how to nail the cheese and the bread, that'd be pretty good. Here, they have not done that. I don't even give them you tried your best. Like the fish taco, I was like, you're going for something here. This is an Instagram picture and not something you should put in your body. Case closed. To conclude, yes, some vegan people can be annoying, but a lot of meat eaters are really annoying too. How about everyone just lets everybody eat whatever the hell they want? Can we all agree on that? Now vegans, I'm gonna tell you what to do. When it comes to vegan food, there is a lot better stuff out there than I thought, but I think the one big thing vegan culinary creators need to watch out for is the bar they set when they name a food. Don't call something baby back ribs and then deliver a mediocre slab of food. If I had a vegan store, I would call it the mediocre vegan. I would set expectations so low. I would call all my cheese like crappy cheese, you're not gonna like this. And then people will be like, man, I go to the mediocre vegan. They're really hard on themselves, but the food's pretty good. As soon as you come out swinging with the baby back ribs and the mozzarella, that's when you set up meat eaters like me for disappointment. Be careful. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. A peace. Does it look like I'm going down? Bye, guys.